Greetings and welcome to your oracle message for the day. This is a collective energy reading and it's timeless. So whenever you come across this message, it is the right time for you to be getting this information. You were asking for some kind of divine guidance, clarification from divine sources, wisdom from your ancestors, as we see with the card in front of us. You have your answer. Here it is. However you found this video, I am so glad you are here. You are so welcome. This is a space that is just for you. So please come in, feel welcome, sit back, relax, take a little time for you. Okay? That's why we're here. If you feel so inclined to like and or subscribe, it does help the YouTube algorithm help other people find these videos and find this channel. So we have been going through Stephen D. Farmer's Earth Magic Oracle decks, and today's card is Ancestors, which represents generations. And before we dive into the extended reading in the book, I do just want to take an opportunity to connect with the energy of this card, to really feel what the message is that's being represented to us just from this image itself. So let's just take a look at this card. It's a very symbolic card this time. The snake has always been an image of wisdom, of knowledge, of healing. We have the caduceus, right? The staff with the serpents wrapped around it, which is still today being used thousands of years after we were first seeing it in cave art, right? From our ancestors. We're still using it as a medical image for doctors, for ambulances, right? That staff with the serpents wrapping around it. Here we go. Serpents also kind of represent DNA in a way, which is a different card in this deck, but we're talking generational kind of thing. This is generational information. I don't know what the reading says in the book specifically. I haven't looked at it. I'm just like you, just looking at the card for the first time, or maybe it's the first time for you. It's the first time for me, okay? But I'm really getting a sense with this of generational healing. See the hands here representing kind of a journey, right? Going up the wall. This feels very, very elemental to me, very, very strong energy. So let's take a look in the book and find out what the extended reading is. And this will be a little bit long, so sit back and relax. Clear my throat here. Ancestors is our card for the day. It is representing generations. Ancestors are those from whom we are descended, with a lineage that starts with our parents and grandparents and stretches back hundreds and even thousands of years. We carry our ancestors' bloodline and are connected to them both genetically and spiritually in an underlying continuity of which we may only barely be aware. Although environment and circumstance contribute to shaping us, particularly when we're young, an innate thread of kinship exists that have run the course of history for thousands of years and is contained in our bodies and in our being. Since we're biologically and soulfully connected to these spirit beings, we can readily call upon them for guidance and assistance in matters concerning our family, community, and ourselves. In this card's image, the hands symbolize the constant connection with the past. The Australian Aborigines, the original people, consider their ancestors the core of their spirituality and culture, and the rainbow serpent, the spirit being that created all of life on earth, intertwines herself through the hand's fingers, representing how the Aborigines honor all of creation. No matter our lineage, we have much to learn from our ancestors. You have within you the blood of your ancestors. You are deeply connected to your lineage, the most immediate proof of that being the physical resemblance you have to your mother and father and perhaps even your grandparents. Yet beyond that, Although unknown to your usual senses, you are connected to an ancestry that reaches back through the millennia. This is the time to call upon those ancestors, those who are of your bloodline, as well as those ancient ones who have walked the land that you now walk. In many indigenous cultures, it is believed that the essence of your ancestors inhabits many of the physical aspects of the land. In other words, they are in the trees, the water, the air, the animals, the stones, their blood being the very dirt and sand you tread upon. Next time you are outside, allow your senses to open to those ancestors who abide in the physical world. And any time at all, allow your heart to be open to those spirits to whom you are related through your heredity, and those to whom you are connected by virtue of the land upon which you live. Wow, what a powerful message. The other thing I was getting very strongly with this is that we're not just talking about the ancestors in your particular family line, your specific DNA, because we know we are all connected. We have a collective generations. We have collective ancestry, and we are being called to heal as a collective. It's where it keeps going back to the same thing about being your authentic self, being your authentic self, being your authentic self. Because when you are your authentic self, when you are coming from that place where you know you are whole and healed in and of yourself, when you come from that place and you are authentically you, you're giving permission for others to do the same. And this is how we heal our collective consciousness, our collective energy, with all of the generational hurt and misery that we've caused to each other. This is our time for healing. You will hear that message across every single platform. Right now, the collective is being called to heal collectively. So this goes beyond us as individual little people. We are all part of this collective. These energy readings are for the collective. It's for the hundreds of people that come and see these videos. It's for the millions of billions of people that have lived, are living, and will live in this reality. We are healing generationally for the collective when we are healing generationally for ourselves. Do we get that? It's very, very clear to me. This is what this card is saying. So today, just take an opportunity throughout the day, maybe during your lunch break, and then again before you go to bed, and just take a moment to pause and connect with the energy of your ancestors. Identify one thing, just one thing that maybe isn't the best and brightest aspect of your family line specifically, and just send that aspect love. Just send that aspect healing. I will give you a specific personal idea of what I mean by this, and this is very, very personal. Okay, so I'm sharing this with you guys, kind of going out there, okay? But I have a very strong ancestral history of abuse, of parents beating each other, of beating their children, of children beating their parents. I mean, it's just crazy, okay? All the way back in family lineage, as far as I can find, this has been a history for us, and it continued right through to my parents. So when I came into the world, that's what I came into. That's what I understood was normal. And it wasn't until much later, when I was older, that I realized not everybody grows up in a house where people are beating each other up. You know? So craziness, right? But that's what we're being called to heal. So I take some time before I go to bed, and I think about all of that pain that was caused, all of that injury, all of that damage, all of those deaths that were caused. And I want to send them love. I want to send those people love and just let them know I understand what happened, and we're making a choice now to do it different, to go in a different path, to take it in a different direction where it's healed, where it's whole, where it's coming from love. There is no injury, there is no pain, there is no strife when we're coming from that place of love. So that's what I send to my ancestors who have been in that experience previously. I send them love, unconditional love. I understand what was happening with my parents. And there was decades where I hated them, where I would have been happy to have not been any part of that family. But that's not where love comes from. That's not where healing comes from. That's not where peace comes from. Peace comes from love. Everything, all of creation, is an aspect of love, of that experience. And that's what we have been invited to take the opportunity for today. So there's a very personal, emotional message for you guys. I hope that that was helpful and it resonated with you. Feel free to share in the comments. This is a safe space. Whoever comes here, you are free to express. If you don't feel comfortable putting in the comments, send me some way to contact you by email or instant message. I'm on Facebook. You can find me there. Whatever you can do, feel free to reach out in any way that you feel most comfortable and just touch base with somebody and let them know you're working on healing your generational ancestry. And you will find amazing support and love and encouragement, just like you're getting from me right now. I love you. Have the most amazing, fantastic day. So it's a pretty heavy message. Bring the light. Bring the light for you. Bring the light for those who walked before. Bring the light for those who are walking to come. Okay? Blessings to you. I love you. Peace and ciao for now.